Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back. Best believe you know who it is. Um, so I'm just right now out here in nature, and I went for my walk. I usually do that anyways. I'm either running or I'm walking. So pretty much the main thing right now, I'm just pretty much thinking about just life in general. I'm going through like a transition in my life, and I'm going from, the generic point A to point B, and I don't know, I'm really just trying to think of kind of what are things that people are what are they thinking about? What are things that go through, your mind when you're trying to transition? Because I'm moving to a new location, I'm getting a different job, I'm also going back to school, and this is also the first time I've ever done online schools. I know a lot of people have told me about, specific things like pros and cons with online versus in person, but this is going to be like a lot of different kind of new things I'm trying, and pretty much I'm going to test the waters just to see what happens. And you know I'm going to be learning, obviously, because I'm going back to school, but the main thing is, what am I going to be, you know I don't really know what the outcome's going to be, but as long as I keep myself on the right track and I keep myself open-minded, I feel like things are going to work out. And of course, life is going to hurdle and hit you in the face, of course, if you're not ready for it. But, I think as long as you're willing to change and accepting of the change, then, anything is really possible. You have to just, first of all, you have to let it in. And also what's really been helping me too has just been kind of like going outside, going for walks, just being out in the outdoors, and really just, taking in the whole scenery, and really, I think about a lot of things, to be honest. I mean, not that I didn't think about stuff before, but ever since I started just going outside, going for walks, I've been running for about a little bit, about like a month and a half or so, and I never really did that in the past. But the thing is, I always thought about doing it, and that kind of with me is the same thing about just life in general. Instead of just thinking about things, which is what I normally do, I'm actually acting and taking action on those thoughts in my head. So I'm kind of just I'm letting life kind of take me to the next level just to see what happens. Obviously, I do have a plan, but I've never really done so many things like and taken action after the research, because usually I'll research, and I won't actually do anything. So that's a problem. So, the number one thing for me is, after of course it's a good thing to plan your future and to plan things out, do research online, word of mouth, network, talk with people. But, a lot of the things that I'm really noticing right now is that, you could have all that knowledge. That's great and all. You can have all that knowledge, but if you don't actually do anything and put in the work and actually take action, it's just going to be wasted and just going to, fly away into thin air, and nothing's going to matter. So when you're here on Earth, and you could still walk, you could still think, you could still do things. Why not actually take action and actually go forward and start doing instead of just thinking? Now, like I said before, thinking is okay, but you need to start acting now. And trust me, it took me forever. Now I started also posting videos. It's still kind of a weird transition, so I know I may be like all over the place, but I'm kind of just like free roaming. And the main thing is, the main key, at least for me, is just doing, right? Because I do plenty of research, plenty of things that I know I need to do, but what really needs to happen now is I have to start doing. That's the one thing. That's the main thing, right? And it doesn't really matter, what your goal is, what your big dream is, right? The main thing is, are you doing? Are you acting on those thoughts? Are you acting on that specific goal? And a lot of the times I had this issue. Just a plane outside. I was trying to see it. I don't know if you could see it there, but sorry, but pretty much there is, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a right or wrong way, but I would more so say that acting after you think of something, after you've thought and done enough research, and most of the time what the answer is to your question. You just kind of want to lay back and just relax, and you're overthinking. Now, this is one thing that really messes with me. I overthink so many things, and then what ends up happening is, 1, 2, 3 months later or weeks later, and I don't actually do it. And then now you're in the same spot that you were before. So really, you just have to go out there. And this whole topic really is for anything. For me, I'm kind of talking about, school and work and just life in general, like the transitioning phase, and the main thing of just, acting upon the things you're actually doing, the things that you want to do. See, the great thing about this, right, is that it's on your terms, it's within your terms, and it's something that you want to do. So it's not like anyone's forcing you to do something, right? Really, it's just you doing what you want to do anyways. And it doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. I mean, shoot, I know it's not going to be perfect. But the thing is, don't strive for perfection. Strive for progression. As long as you're progressing along the way, along the path, and you're moving, then you're going to gather thoughts. You're going to get different expressions. You're going to get different results. And from there, the little pieces added up all together, because first it's going to be scattered everywhere. You're not going to really understand. They're just going to be everywhere, all within your life. Like, okay, you're really good at this. Maybe you're good at like waking up early, but then like you wake up early and then you're not really doing anything. Or maybe you're good at eating healthy, but then you kind of binge Netflix all day. So, you know what I mean? Like, the bits and pieces are going to be everywhere. Like for me, I'm good at something once I start doing something, I go to the extreme. If I'm really, like, it really hits me and I really, know that it will benefit me. But then other things, I'm stuck, and I feel like I can't even get out of it. And, I'm just really trying to actually, like I said, act and do the things that I want to do instead of just, think about it. And making these videos are also one of them. So, I'm definitely going to post more. And, just tell you about my thoughts, things I'm doing in my life. I am excited about the move, actually. It's pretty nice. Man, honestly, it's just so nice being out in the outdoors, like the fresh air. It's great, man. It's just great, because I used to be someone that would literally stay inside all day, and, after work, obviously, I would just stay at home all day, pretty much playing video games. Like, I knew I had something else to give in the world, and I was kind of stuck there for a long time. I mean, that's kind of like a future video. I will talk about that later. But, I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of free roaming, and we're going to see how this goes. Obviously, I have a plan, but it's still kind of shaky right now. I don't really know where I'm going to be or what's going to happen per se, and I'm not really trying to have any kind of, I don't want to assume things. Really, I'm just trying to get to the next level. And what I mean by that, the next level of life, the next chapter, the next, phase in my life. And honestly, just make content and get out there. That's really it. I mean, I've thought about this idea for so long. Now that I'm actually doing it, it's kind of surreal and it's kind of weird, but in a good way. Trust me, in a good way. And, just trying to kind of, have a collaborative thought process. I know I'm kind of rambling all over the place, but, eventually I'm going to figure out what really works for me. And, hopefully you guys are, you're more than welcome to join along for my journey. I appreciate everything. I'm good. I'm out here. I'm gonna do what I can do best, which is, kind of just talk and talk about my life and just tell you what I'm thinking, my thoughts, and I have a lot more ideas in the future. And like I said, this is all a process for me too. I've never really done this before, but so far I've been having fun, So, of course, I'm not saying everything is going to be fun, but I'm really here just for, well, not just, but I'm here for my own progression, but I'm also here for, to be around the right people and really, really just have a collaborative thought process and just, I want to get different perspectives. Obviously, I'm still young. I don't know everything. You got to be humble and just understand that, sometimes you're going to be a late bloomer like me, and you're not going to figure things out until later on. And then one day, like me, you're just going to wake up and you're going to be like, wow, you know what? I missed a lot out in life, and now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to start exploring and really just get out there. This is the main reason why I like going out for walks, also running. And yeah, like I said, like it's been really nice. So, I'll be back with another video, and I'll keep you posted. I hope everyone has a great and amazing, rest of their week. And I will update you once I do finally move and transition everything. Let's make a great life, right? Let's make it, even through all the pain and the struggle. Because you know how it is. No pain, no gain. And that's me signing out. Peace.